course, it's been since man created the wheel, it has been a law of nature that all video game adaptations completely suck. It is a tradition that has lasted from generation to generation, passed on from father to son for as long as recorded history has been there. But a funny thing has happened in the last couple of years. Some video game adaptation stuff has actually started to be pretty good. I mean, things like the Sonic movies. Not everybody likes the Sonic movies. I find them delightful. Obviously, we've had like The Last of Us, which nominated for Best Show at the Emmys, all that kind of stuff. But one of the other big ones has been Fallout. Fallout, which I believe is an Amazon show, is it not?
Correct.
Fallout came out, and I thought the trailers looked interesting, but I wasn't prepared for how good the show was, and the show did great. And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, it also got nominated for Best Show of the Year at the Emmys for season 1. So the other day they dropped the trailer for season 2, but now the reviews are out for season 2. Are we in for a sophomore slump? Apparently not, because according right now to Rotten Tomatoes, it's holding 100% right now. Now, I am sure as we get more and more and more reviews come in, I'm sure it won't hold 100%. But the fact that we've got 38 outlets, or 36, I should say, outlets right now have reviewed it, and all of them have given it a positive review, that's a very good sign for Fallout Season 2. So let's jump over and get rid of these things.
And one moment before we do, because I just want to say that X-Men Superfan just sent out 50 gift memberships.
Oh my God.
Thank you.
50?
I hope he didn't mean to send 5.
Yeah, I apologies if you meant to say that's incredibly. Thank you, X-Superfan. That's amazing. Anyway, back to the story. So here are some of the reviews that we got coming out for Fallout Season 2. Black Girl Nerds wrote, gives it a 4 out of 5, say Fallout returns with an explosive, wildly entertaining second season that delivers more of what made Season 1 so enjoyable. The Daily Telegraph also liked it, saying, when it's two human actors trading insults, Fallout, exploding skulls and all, stands head and shoulders above most video game adaptations. Randy Meeks wrote, the series achieves a perfect balance between loose and literal adaptation, taking all the elements that makes the video game special and reassembling them into a new script, but one framed with very clear guidelines. RogerEbert.com wrote, Fallout never lacks confidence, but it does suffer from a similar diffusion of concept as characters are separated and sent on arcs that feel like they will never intersect. So they liked it, but not perfect. Looper liked it, saying, the idealistic heroine Lucy McLean and the cynical ghoul Cooper Howard are by far the best part of the show. But other character subplots have enough intriguing twists and turns this year that you won't get impatient when the focus shifts. CBR really liked it. They wrote, with this season, Fallout cements itself as the definitive post-apocalyptic show and one of the best shows in 2025. Comicbook.com loved it, saying, it's hard not to fall in love with the wastelands and its occupants once again when the creative team is operating at this level. CNET loved it, saying, for a show that explores the gritty underbelly of humanity while tracking topics such as corporate warfare, the military-industrial complex, classism, and the erosion of the nuclear family, it's a truly enjoyable ride. And it just goes on and on. As I said, as of right now, it's holding 100%. Now, I gotta say, the thing that really hooked me into the first season was the ghoul. I mean, that character, Cooper, was just fascinating to me. I love the idea of life in the bunkers. It was just, and you know what really stood out to me great? And not to go off on Pluribus again, but in a juxtaposition of Pluribus, the show had great pace. It just, everything, not that everything was happening really fast, but it had cadence. And it just felt like the story flow of every episode did just that. It flowed, and I feel like every episode of it, I feel like I just started watching, blinked, and then the ending was there. That's great pace. That's great cadence. Wonderful characters, sharp dialogue. I just really enjoyed the show. Again, I don't put it on the same level as some of the top of the top of the top shows, but I thought it was great. And truly one of those kind of road markers kind of signifying that the winds have changed as far as that old law of all video game adaptations suck. And now because of shows like this and Last of Us, that people like us can get excited about, God of War coming and stuff like that. Whereas if God of War was coming out a few years ago, we would have been a lot more pessimistic. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this video, Aura. Guys, if you are anything like me, you swear every year you're going to be on top of your Christmas shopping, and then suddenly it's December 20th, the shelves are empty, and you're standing around in Target asking yourself, does my aunt even like candles? But this year, I am not doing that because of Aura Frames. It's completely saved me. See, I always struggled with what to get people in my life, but this year I'm going to give out a couple of Aura Frames, and it's hands down the most personal, meaningful gift that I can possibly give. And here's the best part. Aura lets you upload unlimited photos and videos. Plus, the frame comes in a premium gift box with no price tag, so it feels like a classy, well thought out gift, even if you bought it last minute. Guys, you can't gift wrap togetherness, but you can frame it. So for a limited time, save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver matte frames named #1 by Wirecutter by using promo code CAMPEA at the checkout. That's auraframes.com, promo code Campea. This deal is exclusive to our listeners and frames sell out fast. So order yours now to get it in on time for the holidays. Support the show by mentioning that we sent you at checkout. Terms and conditions apply. Anyway, Rob, these reviews sound great. How did you feel about the first season of Fallout, and what are you taking away and what are you picking up from these reviews you're getting for season 2?
Well, I'm with you, John. I mean, this is an example of great entertainment made by creators. I mean, first of all, Jonathan Nolan is a top-tier creator. I know a lot of people were iffy on Westworld. I understand that, but he wrote the original draft of Interstellar when Spielberg was going to direct it, but he co-wrote that with his brother. And it's not, when you have top-tier creators, they can usually work in all genres. And this is an example, I think, one of the real problems with people that were trying to make video game adaptations, at least from my perspective, is that they looked down on video games as a source material. Whereas if you play Last of Us dramatically, it's a video game, but it's just as dramatically engaging as a book or a great movie is. The characters were rich, the situations were really well developed, and the real question is how do you approach that material with the reverence it needs? Just because it's a video game doesn't mean it's not a story that's worth giving an A-list effort to translating. I mean, I think everything has had that problem. Horror had that problem. Comic books had that problem. Yeah. All these genres that people have poo-pooed and looked down upon. But when you have a creator like Jonathan Nolan, he comes and he goes, oh, Fallout has great satire. It has great science fiction. It's got great post-apocalyptic. It has that Road Warrior feel. It's got Paul Verhoeven-like satire and comedy in it. It's ripe for social and public, societal satire, and it has a really compelling narrative at its core. So just because it came from a video game doesn't mean it can't turn into something great. And this is what great adaptation is all about. And I think that they've nailed this show. Everything from the design of it.
Oh, the design is beautiful.
I mean, I know that they had all the video game design, because people take all that stuff for granted. I remember looking at BioShock and thinking, this is one hell of a beautiful looking video game. I remember Myst, going to the environments of Myst when I first played, Spider-Man,
Spider-Man
video game that we saw, Uncharted.
Okay.
Those
Spider-Man?
backgrounds, when I first put on and played the first Uncharted, I'm like, this is gorgeous.
Back in the day, yeah.
Amazing. But yeah, and watching this, so this is a creator, and Jonathan Nolan and his wife, right? And they looked at this and they said, we know how to turn this into prestige television. And because they'd already done an HBO show, regardless, Amazon believed in them. They probably had a great presentation, and look what you get when you trust creators that are aiming high. When you take a video game property and say, look, this isn't a video game. This is an incredible story, an incredible universe with incredible characters, and we're going to translate it from one medium to the next. And we get this. And it's not surprising to me that season 2 is even better.
Well, guys, question is for you. What do you think about this? Are you surprised to see the reviews so far? Again, it's holding on 100% right now. I'm sure that will drop, obviously, a little bit. It's got nowhere further up it can go. But still, it's positive hearing this type of reception for it so soon. Are you looking forward to season 2 of Fallout? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.